Hello everyone, welcome back to Random Talk with NG. My name is Ngozi Obiefuna, and with me here today I have
Yoshi!
Yoshi. I'm so happy to have you here today because I remember the last time or the very first time you were here was sometime in 2023 where you
Yeah.
shared your thoughts about love, and it
Mm-hmm.
was quite an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so happy that you're here with me today to discuss something else. And today we'll be talking about red flags. We'll be talking about red flags in relationships, how we're able to spot them, what we can do, and how we can avoid or flee when we see those kind of red flags in relationships. So let's start from where should we start from?
In the beginning,
Where's the beginning?
what are red
Okay.
flags?
Okay, so let's start by asking ourselves what are red flags. So Yoshi, what do you think red flags are?
Before I start answering your question, please let me answer the first part. I'm so excited to be here, guys. I feel like I lived through Marianne on this podcast matter. So I'm so happy to be here.
I
Thanks
can't
for having me again.
I can't wait for you to start your own
Please,
podcast so I can also listen and live through you too.
we'll get there.
Okay, so let's begin by asking ourselves or talking about what red flags are.
Yeah.
So Yoshi, do you want to share your thoughts on what red flags are?
Yes. So I think firstly, let's just start by defining like red flags, like we said. So normally when you hear red flag, when the flag is red, it means danger. It means wrong. Right? So these are like warning signs that something might be wrong or that the relationship might not be healthy. Right? They're just red flags are just a warning to show that okay, this thing is not right, this thing is not healthy, this thing is not good for me. Yeah, so those are what red flags are. So red flags in relationships are those traits or those characters that you see and you know for sure that this is an unhealthy situation. This is a situation that is I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to tolerate this type of thing, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
also important for us to note that they are not always recognizable at first. So you'd see the red flag, but it would be looking some other way to you, some
No,
other color.
I think that it's recognizable, but we women, I don't know if it's a woman thing, but I feel like when you like somebody, you make excuses for them, right?
Love covers so many
Yeah, you
words.
just be like, oh, it's not that
Your
serious.
love is blind.
It's not that serious, but deep down, you know that this thing might just be really serious, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So let's talk about how to identify red flags, or what would say, or how people would put it, symptoms. Red flag symptoms. Do you?
How to spot red flags.
Okay.
So I have like a couple of points written down. So a couple of things, right? I think one of the first things on how to spot red flags is paying attention to how you feel. Right? It's very important to know how you feel about a certain person, especially your gut instinct. Right? Your instinct is not something that you should just discard, right? So sometimes that this situation that I'm in is not good for me, right? But like I said, you just cover it all up and everything. Then emotional reaction to things as well, right? You just notice that when you're with your partner, you're uneasy or you are anxious. Like I don't know how people that one still baffles me till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll be with your partner and be feeling uneasy. Why? So why you with the person? Like why you anxious? Normally, I'm already anxious in life. And so now when I deal with you, I'm be having anxiety and be like, I won't be able to express myself completely or be scared that if I say this, he might react this way. Then I honestly have no business being with you because I see my partner as someone I should be myself with, someone that I should have a thought and not be scared to communicate with you, right? Or not be afraid that, oh my God, what's he going to do? So once that's those are the buckets like under paying attention to yourself. even before even looking at like this person. How do you feel around this person, right? So that's important. Another thing is communication patterns, right? This one is very important because communication is something we do every day, even with friends, then how much more like with your partner. So when you notice that sometimes you're having just the conversations are just one sided, right? You're not being heard in your relationship.
What if I'm busy? What if I'm going through a lot?
Yeah, you can still communicate that you're going through a lot with your partner. When you're busy, you can communicate that you cannot be busy every day now.
And what if I need to shut people out to deal with whatever I'm going through?
So that strategy works. I'm not going to knock it out. But will you just wake up on Monday and say, I want to shut people out and not even tell your partner that you're shutting people out?
Fair point.
Do you guys, I feel like I have my days. Honestly, there are days I wake up and I don't want to speak to anybody. As in, I don't even want to be with people. But if I have a partner, I owe it to them to, even if it's a text, babe, good morning. I didn't wake up in the best of moods today, and I don't think you really hear from me so much, right? I would just appreciate being by myself.
What if that's like a decoy or a disguise and you just want to be with someone else?
And then you're a bad person. You are the red flag. You are the red flag that should be avoided. Right? It's just, I don't know. I think that,
That makes sense.
yes, it's just important to communicate because nobody is. We can't read. I can't read your mind, and we won't wake up 100 every day. That's the truth, right? So days that you're not feeling, and you know for sure that it's just a thing of my mood, and I feel like your partner can even do things that will bring you out of that mood. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
even being there, you don't have to do too much sometimes. Just reply to say, okay, babe, it's fine. I'm here, like whenever you need me. And you're just even constantly checking how you feeling now. Like, is there anything I can do? That alone, even sometimes when you don't know that this feeling you have is maybe loneliness or just doing you. I just want to baby on top of somebody. Do you get what I mean? So it's just communicate. Open your mouth and say what is wrong. Is my point. And when conversations are not one-sided, like also make sure you have a partner that listens to you. Not a partner that just does all the talking. Do you understand? Because
Yeah.
you also need to be heard. Relationship is a two-way street. It's never one-sided, right? So another thing is avoidance, right? When you already see that some things are avoiding important topics.
Yes.
You want to talk about both of you, but he has changed the topic. You want to talk about the future, but he has found a way to change the topic. You want to talk about important things, but man's just like changing the topic all the time. It's one of two things. Is either he doesn't see a future with you, right, and doesn't want to talk about it, or there's something that he's not saying that he's running away from. Right? So these are things that you need to pay attention to. Where I feel like I don't also want to make it a woman thing because it can be men as well, but I just pay attention when you're in your relationship. Pay attention to the actions and inactions. You will sense these things, right? And when you sense it, talk about it as well. You can ask, oh, is there a reason why, every time I want to talk about us, you're not interested in talking about it? Some people will gaslight you, don't get me wrong, they will for sure. Right? But it's also when you see that, then truly there's a problem. Why doesn't it want to plan our future? Why don't you even want to, even for a second, let's even just imagine, let's be the Lulu. He doesn't want to be the Lulu with you. Right? It's that kind of thing. I'll start to think, because why? Do you get? So yeah. Uh there's so many things I mean. Other things is how they treat others. I think is very important, and that's why I say you need to pay attention, right? You need to know, how does your partner treat others. How does he talk about his family? How does he treat his family? A man that doesn't talk well, or a woman that doesn't talk well about her family, cannot talk well about you.
What if the family showed him or her shagging?
So that's an exception as well, right? And I don't know what that is like for people, but
Yeah.
yes, I'm not even going to say that. But I mean that just naturally, a man just hitting his mother from the blues with no reason, or speaking about her and insulting. Do you get? Or we go forget even family. The family is one thing, right? Which is very important to me. I cannot be with a person that does not value the family system, because
Yeah.
I do. So it would be weird to me for you to talk shit about your family when it never happens in my own world. How will you now treat me? You won't treat me well because I'm not even your family member yet. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you're already. Another thing is when you go out, even like when we go to restaurants, how is he treating the waiters? How is he treating the security man?
Sure.
Is he just unnecessarily yelling and cursing people out? Do you get all of this? These are the things. I'm very observant. These are the things I'll just be picking on because that's the same way he will eventually treat you. He's just being nice to you now because we're in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to know you, right? But however they treat people around them, best believe it will rub you somehow, one way or the other. It's the same thing with women. This is not also just one side I'm talking about.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
you get when women are unnecessarily rude, it's one day she'll be rude to you. It's not even a joke. It's one day she'll be rude to you, you will collect.
Hmm.
And another thing is also in how they treat others, isolation as well. Are they the types that you tell her I want to go and meet I want to visit my mother, say, oh, don't go. People that try to isolate you from your family, people that try to isolate you from your friends, that's a red flag. That's a red flag, and I'll tell you why. You see, nobody really can survive alone.
Yeah.
You have a system, family especially. Your family was not that burst into this world. You've been with them since forever. So because you now marry a man or you're dating a man, he now says, no, don't go and see your parents anymore. But family, I'll carry my load. Like I said, family is important to me. That kind of thing, I can't even, is a huge deal breaker for me. I'm just going to up and leave because what do you mean? You're isolating me from my friends, the friends that I've been with before I even met you, the friends that have had my back, the friends that have helped me through all the times. It's different if I have a friend that you're uncomfortable with, right? That's completely different. Oh, the way this friend is, I'm not comfortable.
But
Of which
cutting me
even
off
that
from
one,
all of
exactly.
them.
But cutting you off from my family, my friends, and it's just you all the time. No, there's an agenda because once that person starts to do that, and you cut all ties with your people, when you need help, you won't be able to go there. So
That's
the
true.
person will kill you silently inside the house, and you just be looking. Right? So I feel like that's also very important as well.
I think another one would be
Yeah.
when the person is always the victim.
Exactly.
You're always the victim. You're always the one that was hurt. You're always the one that was offended in the process. You're not even taking responsibility or the part that you played in whatever went down. You're always bad mouthing your exes
Yeah.
as
Mm-hmm.
though you were perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean there
Mm-hmm.
may be exceptions, but then are you telling me that throughout that period
You
you
didn't do
were
anything
you were an
wrong.
angel? You didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing wrong at all. But yeah, my ex was crazy. My ex's ex, my former ex before this one was crazy. The other one was crazy. And then you're wondering, so nothing good. But you're telling me you spent 2 years, 3 years with them, so nothing good came out of them. Nothing good came out of the relationship. You did not even learn one thing from this person. Seems to me like a red flag.
Yeah, I just to also expand on what you're saying. You see, when I ask, oh, your past relation, what happened, and they just constantly badmouth that person, I just know that you're not a good person. Because just like you said, you ran away from taking responsibility. Because trust me, I know that yes, one person can destroy a relationship, but I feel like it takes two people to completely just destroy it. So it's either you don't even know the role you played in destroying a relation, which is bad because you're not reflecting. Do you get? Or you know the role you played, but you're just like you said, deciding to play the victim and paint the next person bad.
Sure.
Do you get? And some people, when you now hear, sometimes when you now further try to investigate, okay, can you give me a scenario, of something that happened, and then they speak, and you can already see the person's faults everywhere, and the person is just saying, no, she's just a crazy person. She did this, she did that. Brother, no.
Oh, then what would we now
Brother,
say?
no. Brother, no. Do you get? Also, in the way they resolve conflict, this is one thing I didn't know that I was big on until I had my own experience. You see, the way people resolve conflict is very important because we will fight. You fight with your friends, you fight with your family. Who's your partner that you not fight with? You will fight every day. But imagine their own response is either snubbing you
Yeah.
or the silence treatment.
Ah.
or just keeping it inside of them and not speaking about it,
At all.
which will now lead to resentment. Nah, nah. A lot of people don't know how to resolve conflict. A lot of people don't.
Or you would get messages like, "Oh, I'm going to kill myself."
I cannot deal. You see that one? I haven't experienced the person, but I've seen it before. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, the girl was literally threatening that if you don't come back to me, I'm going to kill myself. She even made video. I knew that was not this guy. She's just trying to manipulate you. So that's just manipulation.
Yeah, I know of a guy that would always say that a lady shared this story with us, and she said that anytime they had any misunderstandings, which was mostly caused by the guy because he didn't want to see her around people, even in church, at work, he just don't want to see her around people. So anytime he sees another guy talking to her, he would come forward and he would just be like, "Why are you talking to my babe? Why are you doing this?" And she had tried to like talk to him like, this does not make sense at all. And then after every situation, he would send series of messages, say he's going to kill himself, she's not going to hear from him again, and all those things. And then he would turn off his phone for days. And then he would make the lady, because the lady was naive at that time, he would make the lady very worried. She'll be trying to reach out. And after everything, I think she just outgrew the whole thing, and she said, "Well, I have a bright future ahead of me. I can't deal with this." And that was a major red flag for her, which she did not notice on time. She said it that she didn't notice on time, that she thought it was love.
Yeah,
Very foolish love.
so that's, you see, something about manipulation is you don't know it's manipulation. That's
True.
why it's manipulation.
True.
The moment
True.
you find out it's manipulation, then that's when it's easy to walk away, because you now know that, okay, this person is literally just trying to manipulate me to get what he wants. That's a huge red flag, to be honest. It's something that, thinking about it now, I think I experienced it earlier on in life, right? But it was still strange to me when I did experience
Because
it.
you would not even
Because I'm
know.
like, what do you mean by you are going to drive to Third Milan Bridge? I don't understand. Because I said what? Because I said I'm not doing it again. So you want to die? Well, I don't know. I said, this is my audience. Nobody can say that to me, because I literally just leave you on red and just walk away. Because what do you mean? You don't value your life. You don't want it.
No, not at all.
Nah, so that's manipulation, and that's the thing. You have to know these things. Although at first it can come off as love, to be honest, because you're like, oh my god, this person cares for me so much, and you might think, oh, but when you keep up that behavior and you keep doing it, it doesn't make sense. It's tiring. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean by you kill yourself? What does that mean? Don't you value your life?
No, not at all.
Some people are funny though.
Very funny.
I know there's one behavior that I used to do when I was much younger. I think it's a red flag, but I'm not like that again.
Confess.
So like when you fight with me, or when you scold me, right, or you call me out on something that I do, or maybe if I think about it, it's not 100% my fault, but you're being stubborn. I'll try to show you that you think that you're crazy. I'm crazy too. Right, but then again, because I also used to be very vengeful, right? One thing I now notice is, even in the process of being vengeful, you are stressing yourself. If I give you an example of one I did, when I still think about it, I'm like, boss, no, why? This person, we had a fight. I went to school. Then normally he would either come and pick me and drop me at home, or I just have to like communicate on my movements and stuff. But then once it was 6 p.m., I turned off my phone. Till like 9 p.m. And what was I doing from 6 to 9? I was just sitting at one place because I wanted to inflict pain on another person. And I was also inflicting pain on myself. Do you get? So just to get home, I'm like, oh, I've been worried about it, just to show you that, oh yeah, I can do my. But it didn't, thinking about it, it didn't make sense, because why didn't I just go home to say, okay, I really don't like, what you did in the afternoon. There was a better way to resolve it and everything. But some of these lessons, trust me, you learn when you grow older. When you're early, or when you're 21, 20, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? Things will get clearer. So yeah, all those manipulation tactics, I beg. I beg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So what's the next one? How to avoid red flags. I'll be able to.
Yeah. So here, financial control. People that are helping you, that are manipulating your money. Hey, this is very important too. Everybody's helping you spend your money. Like, okay, so this is the thing. Money is tricky between partners. And I think that there is no template for it. I feel like both of you should sit down and know what works for both. I watched an Instagram video. I think my best friend sent it to me. And then you see the dynamics in their house. When I heard it, it was mind blowing. So let me explain it. Two of them work, right? So, but they use one purse for spending. So they use the a man's money to run the house, to pay the bills, everything, running expense, all those running things is his salary. Now, where's her own salary? Her salary goes into savings.
Okay.
So imagine they both earn 100K annually. So imagine having 100K somewhere aside, right? And we're spending man's money. But guess what? That cannot work everywhere.
Yeah, true.
It cannot. Because can it trust you? As in, it takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of seeing ourselves as one to be able to maintain that life, right? Because now you've trusted her enough that she's going to put that salary in that savings, right? And she wouldn't default on that. And when it's time to spend that money, she's not squeezing her face, she's not frowning. Do you understand? Like, when she said it to me, I'm like, this is wild. But it works for them. Do you understand? I'm saying all of this to just say that the dynamics of financial whatever should be discussed between both parties. But when you now have someone that's always telling you, what are you using your money for self? Come and give me money now. You want to today you borrow 50K, I give you. Tomorrow you come back, I want to borrow 200K. And I'll tell you I don't have. You now say, what are you even using your money to do? What does that mean? What do you mean by what am I even using? It's my money. In as much as it's our money, it's also my money. And I feel like you need to respect that, right? And then sometimes when you don't now give them, they will now either give you the silent treatment or they will deprive sex, they will stop having sex with you. That's all manipulation. Do you understand? So I feel like money is tricky. Money is even a very tricky matter on its own. Like it makes me nervous to be honest. I'm not even lie. So but just don't manipulate people financially. And when you see it, please run. If it's something that you cannot resolve, then run. Because some of these red flags, some people don't know truly that is really bad. So sometimes I feel like you can just speak to them about it. But if you see that it's not changing, my brother, my sister.
I remember this dynamics around money and all. I had this conversation with a friend of mine sometime last year, and he mentioned that for his relationship, the rule is if the lady receives her salary or when she receives her salary, she transfers everything to his account. And I asked him, so if she wants to get anything, yeah, she has to tell you. She has to tell you.
So wait, where's his own money?
It's in his account now.
So is she transferring it to a joint account? Or
No.
So he's the one that
transferring to his account. He's the one that will disburse the funds.
Wow.
And I said, wow.
Wow.
And I asked him how she's reacting to it, and he was like, oh, she's very okay with the decision.
And she agreed now. Maybe so
She really agreed.
no, but think about it. Maybe she has a money problem and she doesn't like know how to spend.
Yeah.
Right. And but that's wild.
Maybe he's more
frugal. Exactly. That's one option.
I will not add this part, but the guy is I told him that it's very foolish. That he's very, very foolish. And I said that if we are to this, I said, no.
But you know the thing what? What is that? What do you mean?
I said, wait, so you mean I'll transfer all my salary? I said, I was asking him that, is it joint account?
You know I was asking that, is it joint?
It's not joint account though. He said he will put, and I said, okay. So, and I said, but he does not mind, opening a joint account. But the thing is, when I want to withdraw, I'll still need to seek his approval. But he can make any withdrawals without seeking my approval as the man of the house.
Oh, so that was based on the man of the house.
God forbid.
Oh no.
No.
You see why I say that there are things that you need to discuss before you say I do. Before you say yes, I'll marry you. There's too many things that you need to talk about. There's no way in hell someone will tell me this is rule in his house and I will agree.
It's just
but if she's okay with it, my sister, she don't already enter.
I mean, they've been dating for what, 8 years? I just said that.
Wait, this is not marriage. It's like relationship.
Hopefully he'll propose to her this year.
He should not,
Hopefully.
though.
Oh.
He should not. He should even allow it to be good. But yeah, no.
They broke up and then they came back together. They broke up last year and then they came back together. It was when they broke up that I met him. He was not talking about it. And I said, it's like you will go back to that girl.
She's the only one that can take this nonsense.
She's the only one.
I swear to God,
She's
like
the only
she's
one.
literally the only
I
one
was
that
even
can take it.
I'll be surprised if they even end up together. The girl is older than him by a year, right? She's older than him by a year.
I wish she met
But I feel
someone
like
when
she
they broke up.
I just feel like even she herself, she no rate herself.
Yeah. I know
Because if she
8
rated
years,
herself,
yeah,
even though
that's what I'm saying. Now, she
she's
don't
a
rate herself.
fine,
I wish she
sexy,
met someone when they broke
she
up. I
don't
really
get
wish she
no
met
no
someone.
no. I was like, no, this does not even make sense at all. At all. Okay, let's continue. Sha. Another one is no anger management.
Yeah.
Just they provoke anyhow, they vex, they para anyhow.
Yeah.
Just going off like I don't know. I don't want to use the word that is coming to my head, but you cannot even control yourself.
Yeah.
And then your partner cannot even feel safe when the person is around you.
Yeah.
Or is it the one that someone will be tapping on your face playfully and be saying, no, I won't even say playfully. The person will be tapping on your face. I once met someone that would tap my face and say, stop it. And then the first time that happened, I said, excuse me, that's not play. And I said, I was just playing. So I said, no, you're not playing with me because now from club dance they start.
Yeah.
Because you cannot even that I told him if that was play, then that was hurtful because it did not even make any sense to me. And then the next time he wanted to try it, I just dodged. I said, wait, excuse me.
This one a normal behavior. Normal occurrence because what?
Like why? You're telling me stop it. Do you need to touch my face to tell me to stop it? Oh God, even my parents, nobody used to tap my face and say stop it. No. Ha.
Or you're fighting and next thing you're an idiot. God punish you. You're in my house at home, the most insultive words I use, even when I use it, my mother is still upset. Is maybe calling my brother a fish or a goat. Even pisses her off. Like, why are you doing that? Imagine her being with someone that just loosely calls you all sorts. Some people can cope because that's their life.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Some people grow up in that environment, so it's not to them. It's not toxic. To them, it's normal behavior. But if you know that that's not your thing, please, I've had to tell even some friends. I've had to tell them that please, I mean, maybe they use some kind. It's so deep. Like
do we need to use
call
that?
me bastard? Why? I know my daddy, please.
Yeah, your mama what?
People call me stupid. Like even if it's play, let's
limit the play, please.
Do you understand?
Levels to this play.
And even that physical thing, I also used to say anybody that attempts to slap me. Now I've not said slap, I said attempts. I promise you that's the last day I'll see you. You see this my skin, like it's very soft. It's really small man handling it is so. And I can't. Let's not do that. My body does not take suffering at all. Because just like you said, now from club dance they start. My friend was telling me that somebody she knows, 3 months relationship. 3 months. 3 months I'm still supposed to be in honeymoon. The boy, anytime he's angry, say if I slap you, he just raise his hand.
Yeah, raise your hand if I slap you.
Joking. That's the
One
end.
day you
because one
slap.
day the hand will come down and it will be on my face. So what's the point?
Makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense. Like absolutely no sense.
And the last one I would want to mention would be about people that your wins are their losses.
Oh, God bless
like,
you.
Why are you not happy for me that I got the promotion?
God bless you.
And then you now say, oh, so that you'll be earning more than I do. Excuse me, how? Are you not supposed to be happy? It's not supposed to be a good thing that I'm aiming higher and then I'm getting somewhere, I'm making something out of my life. You're not making it sound as though you want me to remain, because I remember one time I started a job in 2018, and then someone that was asking me out at the time randomly said, this is your job safe. It's like you go and look for teaching work. I'm like, teaching what? No, I am not berating teachers, not at all. But excuse me, I told you that these are the plans I have for my life and the future. You're not telling me that I should just go and find one of these private schools, maybe settle down in a nursery school. I'm like, no. this has even ended before it started.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mhm.
no, no,
Mhm.
no.
Mhm.
Because how?
Mhm.
How will you tell me? How will you even tell me that that is a bright future?
Mm.
Or
Mm.
you're telling me that, I'll just sit at home and my certificate will waste? Why are you looking to date a career person if you know what you want is someone who does not want to work at all? Why? No.
You see, this thing you spoke about saying is very deep for me, right? And I'll tell you. I'll give two examples. You know, funny enough, there's some men that will even tell you, "Oh, I can handle a successful woman. I can." You
Until you
see,
become
it's
successful.
yeah. You see, talk is very cheap. I say it as we're talking like this. How much are we spending? We're not spending money now. We're talking. Talk is cheap, but you see, it now is in the actions.
Yeah.
Right? You say, oh, you support a success boss, maybe her work now, something, she has to travel somewhere or she has to, but there you are squeezing your face, saying, no, you cannot go. You cannot go. What does you cannot go mean?
You cannot go.
Why? I'm not booking a trip to go and enjoy myself. I'm going for work that I've told you the projection of my life, what I want for my life, how I want my
And
life
you
to be.
promise to
And
support
you
me.
promise. I was watching a video today. She said something. She said she's grateful for the kind of husband that she married because he created an enabling environment for her to thrive. Do you know what that means? Hey God, Baba God, hey God. Do you know what that means? Some men will not even allow you go and chase, like, you want to go and do your MBA. They'll tell you no, they don't have masters, you cannot go. Right? Like, and just like you said, if you do not want a career woman, don't date one. Right?
They want
And
to change you.
how? Some people, their successes just threaten you, and when you even share, and the one that pains me the most is coming to share wins with your partner. Imagine you have something has happened at work, and then maybe your manager has given you comments like
Mm-hmm.
great feedback, and this feedback you have not seen that feedback in months. And you're happy and like, oh babe, can you imagine what happened today? My manager said the deck was great, and then he just waters the entire situation. And I'm like,
It's not a
oh
big deal.
okay.
So,
So,
like how?
or just changes the topic and starts to talk about himself. That one used to. There was one guy I was dating in uni. Oh my god, the most toxic relationship I've ever been in my life. That day, I can never forget. We went to check statistics result. They pasted it on the window. Statistics. This is me that in throughout secondary school I failed mathematics. Failure. But statistics, I had an A in statistics.
Wow.
I was over the roof. I called my father. He was excited. Imagine now having to call your man. Oh my god, baby, I just checked my result. I had A in statistics. And then I don't know how that conversation ended up. We ended up talking about how he had E's and F's and how he's frustrated. And my win just got lost in.
In his losses.
I can't understand that. It happened to me recently too. I was trying to explain one project I worked on. That project took me months. I know what I faced. And that's the thing. They don't also know, they're not there with you to understand the effort, the sweat and blood that you put into working.
The shege
The
you saw.
Shige, God, no, babe, that project, I saw Shige Banza. Banza saw me too. And then I come to you to say, oh my God, I just saw this thing and I'm so excited. I shared and everything. And then the conversation just, oh, is it not this thing that I helped you with? Oh, this thing that I even did for you that you people didn't even pay me attention. Brother, what? Hello, sir. I was so pained that they asked us to my best friend and say, see what this man just did. Like, what is this? And then she said something. She said it takes an emotionally intelligent person, to even be the way I want him to be, like to celebrate your wins. Some people are highly emotionally intelligent, well, unintelligent rather, and then they just kind of twist everything to become about them. Right? So whoever does not celebrate your wins limits you from even reaching for the sky.
Yeah.
My sister, especially if you're a career-oriented woman, it's different if you're looking to quit the career someday and just be a housewife, which is okay. I promise you, it is okay. Not everybody can. Honestly, not everybody can be a career woman. It's tasking, right? But if you see that that's the projection that you have for your life, please, the best thing you can do for yourself is be with someone that will create an enabling environment for you. Someone that's not threatened by even the idea. You know, sometimes you tell, oh, babe, in this life, I'm going to work in Mackenzie. And then you say, oh, forget that one job. Maybe you should go on for others. Brother, what? What do you mean by that? You are even supposed to tell me that that dream is too small. I should be gunning for Google or Amazon. Do you know what I mean? A lot is out there. A lot.
Oh, so do you have any final thoughts to share with regards to red flags in relationships?
Yeah. I do. I also think it's important that we kind of also speak about how to address red flags. Is one thing to identify it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I said earlier that some red flags, these people don't even know the damage they are causing for the next person, because we're a product of our environment, of our background and our experiences. So someone acting like that, you don't know what the person has also been through, right? And it's just projecting on you, right? So I think first it's good to have open and clear communication to say, this is what I think is happening. And this don't work in my world, man or woman. Yes. And also in the way you have that conversation is very important. You're not also looking to condemn this person, but you're just looking to kind of communicate that I've been noticing that this happens and it doesn't make me feel good. Is there another way we can approach it? The ones that have sense to say, oh babe, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. Yep. But the ones that are from the pit of hell, the even problem will come from that conversation that you're trying to have. Of course. Right? Another thing is setting boundaries. It's important, to have boundaries and set boundaries in your relationship and, respect those boundaries. Seeking support. You can seek advice from the right people, right? You need to go to the right people because there's wrong counsel. Some people will also give you advice from their experience, right? So you need to make sure that you're talking to the right person. Lastly, know when to walk away. Please, I beg.
Because
it's not a die.
Yes,
it's not a do or die. If not, my sister, you will die. My brother, you will die. Know when you need to walk away. And I know at the point where you need to walk away is when you've tried to tell this person it's not working and the person has even refused to acknowledge that he or she is badly behaved. It's not by force. I know it's scary. Trust me, the streets are scary. But I rather the peace of mind, right, than being somewhere where I have heartache, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm not myself. What's the point? What's the point? I keep telling people relationship is I'm choosing you out of others to share my life with. Now, if I can't enjoy that, let me just go and be with friends now. Because my friends love me, I love them too. My family loves me, I love them too. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, that's that. But my final words or final thoughts on this, I wrote a whole speech. So I'm going to read
it to us.
So recognizing red flags involves being in tune with your own feelings, observing your partner's behavior, and not dismissing warning signs. It's important to address these issues as they arise, either by having conversations with your partner, setting firm boundaries, or if necessary, whether the relationship, or if necessary, considering whether the relationship is right for you. Trust your instincts and prioritize your well-being. Healthy relationships should make you feel supported, valued, respected, loved, amongst other good things. And that's on period.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yoshi, for sharing your thoughts on red flags in relationships. It's been quite beautiful hearing from you. And more importantly, thank you for allowing our visits leave the chat and becoming physical.
Yes.
Because we've been planning for years. Like it was when 2021.
Marianne, so when are you coming to my house? When are you seeing me? Is a lie.
But you see, finally after 3 years. The plan No,
It's more than 2 years. When was the
4.
last time I saw you?
After 4 years, COVID,
years.
since COVID.
Yeah, true.
After 4 years, the plan
When I
left to
tried to
do.
burn the house down. Yeah, that's true.
After 4 years, the plan left to chat.
Yes.
Thank you so much
I'm
for.
so honored.
Thank you
You're
so much for coming
welcome.
on Random Talk with Angie. Thank
Yes,
you.
people should like and share. Do they share?
Yes,
Yes,
you
like
can share the
and
link.
share and watch other episodes because
Mm.
my girl is doing great work.
Thank you.
It's not easy, guys.
It's not easy. Thank you very much.
Alright, bye.
Yeah.